And welcome back to some more RalliSport Challenge. This is part 12. Now that the move stuff is finally done and completely out of the way, I thought it was time to get back into business and finish up the rest of this playthrough. And yeah, I apologize, I know. Really should be doing this stuff sooner, but I don't know what it is about this. Just something never really hit right with me. But we're going to get there slowly, and I'm going to get these out a bit more regularly, especially since I have now much faster upload, so uploading videos feels far less of a pain than it used to, which is nice. But yeah, this is a 5-race series of safari rallies, and I know I'm technically jumping ahead by using the next class of vehicles, but I thought I'd show them off now to give you an idea of exactly just how insane these vehicles can get. Yes, it means that if you know what you're doing, you basically can easily cheat this, but I mean, if you have something that's really good, and wouldn't you take the chance? Most people would. Some people might stick to just keeping it on the same playing field, and that's totally understandable. I can completely see where those people are coming from. But yeah, though, so this is definitely something I've been meaning to get to for a while, and just since the move here. I kind of just wanted to get a bit comfortable with my new surroundings, and then kind of settle in. And now that's starting to happen. Now that's properly starting to happen. So now I have a really nice little basement unit here. It's fairly spacious. I got more room to put stuff away than I did in my last place. The laundry room's actually separate from the bathroom now. I got more closets. I got more stuff to put stuff in. Basically there's more to it. And yeah, sure, I am a bit away now from like being within the close vicinity to certain things compared to before, but I prefer it here. I much prefer it here to because it just feels better than being in the apartment. And not to say the apartment was good. I liked the apartment, and I miss having that sort of thing, especially since it was completely to myself. And I'm not saying the basement isn't completely to myself. I have the whole basement to myself. It's just people are upstairs now. But because this is a fairly new house, and this basement was only built, I think, a couple years ago, and has like all this insulation stuff, and just is done a lot, has all the modern stuff. Sound doesn't travel through as much as, say, some of the older properties I would have been at, where noise would have traveled easier. But yeah, this is so everything is pretty good now here, and well, since I'm actually now sitting here, I thought I might actually spend today to actually get through a few more of these, and hopefully be able to push them out a bit sooner. And especially since I've been doing the live streaming stuff again as well. If you've been tuning into the channel, thank you very much. But if you haven't, it's my Twitch at ThunderTHR on Twitch, same as here. But definitely make sure to check that out. I will be definitely uploading stuff. I'll be uploading full VODs onto my VODs channel, and I'll be uploading the best clips and moments onto the Clips channel as well. So if you just want very condensed stuff, check it out there. This channel, I will probably figure some stuff out. If I can manage to get good moments into like a good highlights thing, I will do that into like a 10-minute thing. But I find it's a bit more it's a bit more difficult than I was expecting. Just at least in terms of the stuff I've done so far. Mostly just because I'm very peculiar about what I would like to go into compilation stuff like that, and I feel that I'm not quite yet at a point with some of these streams I've been coming to that I've been able to really just do that right off the cusp. So I'll definitely think of stuff to work on and stuff to do to try and work stuff out, so I can get stuff uploaded onto this main channel that's not just, highlight reel, and eventually when I do start doing those demo videos again. But that's just kind of where I am with it right now. I'll definitely figure stuff out. Oh, and also the Need for Speed World videos. I haven't forgotten about them. I will pick them up again at some point. There's one video that I actually would really like to do. There's one video that I actually would really like to do that would actually involve multiple servers at once rather than just focusing on one. But the problem is right now for one of the servers that I would be focusing on, of course, I obviously can't go into details right now because it's technically NDA, but what I will say is changes that are expected to come at some point means that it would make that server's results that server's results irrelevant because it would no longer apply to the current builds of the current release builds of that server. So I'm waiting for that to be out of the way, to actually be available to everybody, so that way, when that is done, I can then make the video as I would like to, because, I mean, there's always a chance that the other servers might change something up too, but since there are no timetables for those ones that I know for a fact, compared to what I'm doing now, or compared to the one server, I'm willing to, I'm more willing to just kind of, run with it, It's just with the one server, I want to make sure that it's finally released at some point, because that way I can make the video pretty much almost as soon as that update comes out, and then everything will be up to date, and hopefully will stay up to date for longer until one of the servers decides to change. And the interesting thing about it too is it involves 5 servers. It involves every server except for Underground Stage, and the only reason I'm not including Underground Stage is they're the only server to lack. They're the only server to lack a certain vehicle that I want to use for that video, which means I can't do the special. But hopefully, if that changes at any point soon, I will also throw them in. But for the time being, right now, it's basically the case that we're at the current moment is that it would be 5 out of the 6, and I think it would make for a pretty interesting video to show, exactly where the cars all compare with one another, and it would also kind of show the different ways and how cars tend to perform on each of the respective servers. Because at this point now, the 5 servers that I would be making the videos with, they're very different. They've all honestly become very different from one another in terms of how their cars are set up and how they perform at certain levels and stuff. It's a much different experience compared to vanilla. There is one server that still kind of has that mostly vanilla experience, but I will of course go more into detail when I get to that point. When I get to that one, so definitely stay tuned for that, because hopefully when I can get that released, it'll be interesting. But I will try to think of stuff to bring out on this channel and whatnot. And also for the VODs channel, if you are curious, I will upload duplicates stuff, like all the old streams like I used to upload onto this channel, like all the old VODs that I would put on here. I will also put duplicates of them onto my other channel. Reason being is so that if for some reason they go down here, like something happens, there will be another channel where you can watch them, and it kind of just keeps with the format of this. It keeps with the format of the channel better. So that would be why. But it does remind me, I do have 2 VODs I gotta upload. I got the next part of that C-Class playthrough for TXR2, and then I got the first stream part I did at Grid 2 where I suddenly got really tired during it and was starting to crash like an idiot because of it. Oops. But oh well. But yeah, you could see that but in terms of this going to this game in this cup, you can see that just by using a vehicle like this, and you know what you're driving, you could pretty much crush it pretty easily. So pretty much got all first places there, and beady bam, and we got some ice racing again next. 5 events, and the part 13 is going to be one of the longest parts of the whole LP, so if you like your long parts, then definitely stay tuned for this. This is going to be the last of the classic parts. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Check out my social links below, check out my Twitch, check out my Patreon if you want to support the channel. You get these videos a day early if you pledge $1 or more. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you all in the next one.